Clements just talked about hitting the check down quicker. We've been talking. So now it's 3rd and 8 at the end of the game, and you get pressure, and you find Tucker. Is that maybe the culmination of kind of your growth and one play there, kind of being able to handle the pressure the way you did and get quickly for 15 yards?
Yeah, you can say that. Obviously that's something that I've worked at, and just got a better feel of where I need to go with the ball. But I think that more than anything, that's what it is just having answers versus pressure, knowing where to go, and just getting the ball to the playmakers. So I think if anything, it's just having answers. I think that's definitely something that I've improved in my game, and got to keep trying to improve on to always have those answers and be able to take advantage of what defenses want to do.
How do you process that play? Is that a pre-snap thing? Okay, you see or I guess they're only bringing 4, right? So
yeah, they're
in the middle of the play. You just where's my check down? How do you process that?
Yeah, I mean it's just playing the play out. We had a dagger concept on the front side, a dig on the back side, and just kind of felt the opening in the pocket, moved through it, and Tucker was able to find that space, and he did a really good job on that play, just finding the space, and it was able to throw him open kind of into that void. But it's just like I said, it's just having a feel of the play, what the defense has given to me, and finding the best answer for it.
Jordan, did Aaron do anything leading up to a playoff game that you noticed that you can use, or was there anything at all that you learned from him about how to approach this part of the season?
No, I mean I really don't think there's anything you change. I think you keep the main thing. Just stay dialed in and locked into the process of what I do, what everybody in the locker room does to get themselves ready. But I'm a believer. I feel like you don't change anything. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Dallas looks like an experienced
team. Did he ever tell you anything about his first playoff game?
What was that?
Just to follow up on Rob with Aaron. Did Aaron ever tell you anything about his first playoff game and the first one he had?
No, I don't. I'm not sure if we've ever talked about it. I don't know what his first playoff game was. So.
I was just curious.
Yeah. No, I don't think we ever talked about it.
It was 51-45 in overtime at Arizona.
At Arizona? Yeah, I don't think we ever talked about that one.
Dallas looks like maybe the most experienced team you played this season. You played 4 quarters against Kansas City. Is that something that this team can draw on for this game Sunday?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, they're a really good team, really good defense. So definitely one of the best defenses we've seen all year. But, I mean, yeah, like you said, going back to the Kansas City game, Detroit, I mean, those are 2 games we played really good defense as well. So just having that mindset, we got to play our best ball. And obviously going into the playoffs, the mindset, the room for errors, shrinks. We got to be able to take advantage of every play, execute every play, and be able to play at a high level going against them because they do a really good job.
Your young receivers, Wicks, Reed, Melton, really have stepped up particularly since Christian's gone down. From your perspective, how have they been able to kind of perform, show maturity beyond their years to perform what they have?
Yeah, they're taking advantage of the opportunity they got, and they're just trying to go out there and make the most of that, and they're doing a really good job of it. But I think for them too, I mean, it's the same thing I said. Their process hasn't changed, from being a backup, being on scout team. They show up every day, work, are in there watching film, knowing what they need to do just in case they do get thrown in there on offense. So I don't think anything's changed with those guys. They're stepping up for the role they have, and they're doing the same thing they were doing when they were on scout team. But now it's they're getting more reps and taking advantage of the opportunity.
Where'd you get the idea to have guys over at your house on Monday nights? How did you arrive at that? Did you get the inspiration from anywhere else, or was it just kind of your idea?
Yeah, no, I think that's always been something that I've wanted to do. I mean, I've seen other guys do it before, having guys over, things like that. So it's definitely not anything I just created on my own. I just thought it would be cool to get everybody over on the offense, try and do that, and just be able to do something outside of being here.
What kind of stuff are you catering in on those events?
Oh man, we have a good little spread. We get some chicken, lamb chops, mac and cheese, cornbread, rice, veggies. So it's a good little spread.
When did you guys start that?
Like halfway through. I know Bo said I do it every Monday, but we definitely don't do it every Monday. I've done it a couple times, but like halfway through the season, just yeah.
How do you do attendance-wise?
It's pretty good. We get most of the guys on offense. It's an open invite to everybody on offense, and there's been a couple of defense guys that have heard about it and came through, but something that I want to grow going on in the future, be able to build that and try and get everybody over. But most guys show up.
Do you want to look at the previous game, or are you focused on the next game when you guys get together like that? Do you watch some tape?
Oh, we usually watch the game on Monday night, the NFL game that's on. Whatever game is on, we'll talk about that.
Whenever, not every Monday. About how many times have you done this?
We've done it twice.
Oh, just one.
Yeah, we've done it twice. We've done it twice.
Whenever this offseason does begin, whether it's next week or after the Super Bowl, do you plan on having guys out to throw to in Southern California?
In the offseason? Yeah. Yep. Definitely will try and do that again. And like you said, just keep trying to build on that, get more guys out. But yeah.
How much do you appreciate the playoff history between the two organizations, between the Packers and Cowboys? And how much do you know much about it? Or?
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot about it this week. Just the past couple of years, how many times they've played down there in Dallas, and obviously, the record that Green Bay has down there. So I've definitely heard a lot about it, and excited to play in this game.
Stuart, this team full of young guys has had to go through everything once. Having gone through the atmosphere in Minnesota, that was a win to get in for them too. Played very well that night. How important do you think that is going into what the atmosphere is going to be like Sunday?
Yeah, I think the past couple of weeks, that's been the mindset of the team. We've had to win every game going forward to be able to put ourselves in this position. So I think we've had a couple opportunities to be in this position, kind of have that pressure on us to win, to get in. So I think that's been a good thing for us. I feel like we've been in this position. Obviously now stakes are a little bit higher in the playoffs. So, but I think we've been here. We have the right mindset going forward.
How important is momentum and just getting hot at the right time, especially coming off these last few weeks?
Yeah, I think that plays a big part in it. I think, like I said, we've been playing some of our best ball. We've been getting better every week, and have won some important games that we've had to win these past couple weeks. So, I think we're rolling right now, and we're going to carry that momentum going forward in the playoffs.
With the way Aaron Jones has been rolling, how much does that open up the passing game, and maybe vice versa, the way that you've been rolling, how much does it open up things to the run game?
I think we've been playing well off each other, but I think just with him back in that run game, he's made some huge plays, opened up the run game in an explosive way, and obviously I think it's been helping the pass game, just open things up, and make the defense try and cover both the run and the pass. So I think it's awesome having him out there. He's been doing a really good job. The O-line's been doing a really good job. So, but I think it's helping us play, complementary ball with the run and the pass, and tie things in, make things look like each other. Yeah.
Jordan, does any team move a key rusher as much as they move Micah around? Has any team deployed that kind of strategy this season?
No, I can't really say we've seen anything like that. But to that point, I think they do a really good job trying to put him in the best position to go win, and they move him all over the place. So he's definitely a guy that we got to know where he's at. We got to be able to track him throughout the game. But I think they do a good job just mixing up the looks. Trying to put him in the best position to be successful.
Jordan, when you look at what you guys have done on the road this season, you've had a lot of games that came down to a crunch time drive, and I know they didn't all go your way, but just being in those situations several times on the road and as young as these guys are, how much do you think that could matter on Sunday?
It could come up huge. I think those are all areas that we've had to go through, and lose a couple games, and not finish and find a way to win those games to be able to understand just how important all those plays are, and just how important the execution is for everything, and that margin for error, how small that is. But I think just going through those games and losing some close ones have helped us going forward, and just like I said, understanding how close that is, how we got to capitalize on every opportunity we have to get over that hump to win those games.
Do you think there's an advantage to being the youngest team heading into the playoffs?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think going forward, I think we got a great team. And I think everyone's excited for the opportunity we have. Obviously, we got a lot of guys in the locker room who have experienced being in the playoffs, things like that, and then we have a lot of guys that haven't. So I don't think any of that will play a part in it going forward. I think everyone's going to be ready to go come Sunday.
So, you're one of 6 black quarterbacks in the playoffs this year. I think it's a record or close to it. Just from your perspective, what does that say just for the progress that's been made in that regard?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's definitely something that I'm proud of to be a part of. and I think it's awesome just the way everybody's playing in the league right now. Because it's definitely been something that, growing up, there wasn't as many black quarterbacks, and I was able to look up to the ones that there were. So to be able to see more and more black quarterbacks in the NFL and playing at a high level, I think it's awesome.
Jordan, when did it set in that you guys were playoff bound? Was it the final kneel down? Was it the celebration? Was it driving home?
Wait, say it again, sorry?
When did it set in for you that you guys were in the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, I think, that huge third down to Tucker, him converting that right there, I think that one sealed the deal for us, and we knew we were going to get it. And then obviously Aaron Jones having that crucial run to get that first down at the end just solidified it right there. So, I think really the Tucker catch, but the Aaron Jones run really solidified it.
You just want to make these NFC Offensive Player of the Week awards a habit now?
I'll try to. If not me, somebody in the offense for sure.
In all seriousness, though, if you would have been told in September, your season's going to end with back-to-back, that had been that best case scenario.
Yeah, I think that would have been awesome to hear that back then. But I think it would just show that we're moving in the right direction. I'm improving my game. Everyone around me is improving their game. But I think that would be awesome to just know we're moving in the right direction. Like I said, we've had a couple of tough weeks. Hasn't always been easy. I think it's just a sign that we're moving in the right direction.
Jordan, you've got some basketball in your background, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever felt like you were in the zone in a game where the hoop looks like it's enormous. You've thrown 18 touchdowns against one pick over the last 8 games. You had 5 incompletions in the last game, and 2 of them could have been touchdowns instead of incompletions. Do you feel like you're in like I don't want to say Jordan-like, but do you feel like you're in kind of that zone right now? I know it's not just you, but you and everybody around you.
Yeah, I definitely think, like you said, it's everyone around me. But, we talk about it in here, just that flow state. We try to get to every game just where you're feeling like you can do anything. You're flowing, the game's coming naturally to you, and you're able to limit mistakes. So that's definitely the mode I try and get to into the game, try and find ways to get in that flow state. But like you said, it's not just me. It's everybody around me making plays. They're stepping up. Guys are making big-time catches right now. I think everyone in the offense is playing at a high level.
I'm sure this has been a dream of yours for forever to get to this first playoff game. So when you get to line of scrimmage for the first time, what's that going to be like? Do you have to calm yourself down, or do you have any idea what that mental part's going to be like during those few seconds there?
Yeah, no, it'll be the same. Every game I go through a checklist, what I tell myself, things trying to tell myself to relax, calm down, be able to see the game, let it come to me, and just, focus on all the little details that I can focus on, control what I can control. So I don't think it'll be any different than any other game. Obviously, it'll be a away game, be a loud environment. So just trying to get my feet and get settled into the game will be huge.
Last time you guys played them, Jerron Reed with a huge takeaway toward the end of the game. If your defense gets a takeaway for you in their territory, do you want to know, like during the week, what's that first play, what's that first personnel group you want to take advantage of that gift?
You said if we get a takeaway?
Yeah.
We have, going into the week, towards the end of the week, we have our opener set for what plays we're going to open up with. Obviously, if we get a turnover, that might change depending on where the field position is, things like that. So, we just got to be ready for whatever could happen. Obviously, we'd love to get a turnover right away, get great field position, but, we'll have those openers ready, what we're going to start with, and we'll be locked in for that.
2 more for Jordan, going back to Bill's question, and I mean this in the nicest possible way. Do you ever have to calm yourself down? And I'm wondering if this personality trait of yours, of even-keeledness, especially given all the other stuff that could be swirling around you, is about as great of an advantage as you can have in terms of your personality being able to handle what you're dealing with?
No, it's something that I have to work on. I do have to tell myself to calm down sometimes. You make a mistake, you miss a throw, things like that. You go back to the sideline. Definitely frustrated about some things. So, I have to actively tell myself to just, calm down, focus, and move on to the next play. Obviously, learn from whatever might have happened, but it's something that I've had to work on, and I continue to work on.
After the game on Sunday, Parsons said that he knows you and you guys are friends. Mm-hmm. How well do you know him, and how did that relationship get struck?
Yeah, we have the same agent, So, you know, we obviously do a lot of things with our agent in the offseason. He gets everybody together. But, yeah, I've known Micah since he got in the league. Yeah.